Hi everyone, this is Sean Madden. If you haven't checked out my YouTube before, good job. It would have been weird if you had seen my YouTube because there's nothing worth watching. I'm hoping to change that. I teach philosophy professionally, and on the side, I like playing Madden quite a bit, and I want to start putting together some videos. I've had a few requests. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through the Panthers playbook. I'm going to do short little videos. And I'm actually going to start with spread formation because I think it's an often misunderstood formation, and that's why a lot of people don't run it. Let me show you some advantages of spread. I'm going to start with cover 3 sky on the defense. Show you what that looks like. And I'm going to call this play PA deep outs. This is what it looks like. The goal of this play is to get that post route open. In order to do that, we need to create a pull route situation with the cornerback on the right. In order to do that and ensure that he pulls, even though it's cover 3 sky, we're going to put X on a route that breaks before 5 yards. In this case, it's a slant. You could also do a drag. I prefer the slant because it draws the user's attention more. And watch what happens. Hike the ball, carry out the play action. We're going to throw this 3 o'clock. I'm playing on all Madden mode with the Seahawks, okay? And you're throwing that 3 o'clock. You'll notice if you rewind back that the outside corner pulled down. Next play I want to show you is versus cover 3 match. Okay? This is going to be pretty similar, but it's got some matching rules. And those matching rules, because you're in a 2x2 set, can be exploited. Let me show you. There's this play that I particularly like to run called mesh. The reason I like it is because the corner route on the right side is automatically built in. So I'm going to create a clear out situation by putting the tight end on a streak. I'll leave the halfback where he's at. And then I'm going to manipulate match on the left side. So as long as we've got them caught in match, let me show you what happens when I do the manipulation. The reason I call it a manipulation is because I'm putting the outside receiver on a smoke route, which really doesn't make any sense. There's not any benefit to it, except for a weird check down situation. But when I smoke him and I put the slot receiver on a streak, look what happens versus match. Outside corner gets a late responsibility because of the smoke and gets absolutely torched, okay? So that's versus cover 3 match. Let me show you the benefit versus cover 4 palms. This is particular to palms. If you're facing quarters, you want to put some deep crossers on the field. Deep posts can cause problems for quarters that it doesn't cause for palms. But in the case of palms, you have weird matching rules where the outside corner prioritizes these little short, shallow routes. Now I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to go to mesh because, again, if they happen to be in a drop coverage, I want the option of hitting that corner on the right side or checking down to the halfback. But on the left side, we're going to create the match manipulation. This will work versus your cover 9 and your cover 6 if you know what side the match is on. Cover 9 and cover 6 is half cover 2, half match. You have to know where the match side is at. In this case, it's cover 4, so we've got match clear across the field. We're going to put Tyler Lockett on a flat and Metcalf on a streak. And we're going to watch how the outside quarter screws up his responsibility. Streak gets open. And I didn't pass lead that, so it looked a little closer than it should have been because the inside quarter ends up catching up a little bit. Let me show you one more time. This is versus cover 4 palms. So I've created the match manipulation. I'm even using a different play and it doesn't matter. Here I pass led that out and up a little bit better. So he gets such a break that it's open. Now let me show you versus cover 2. Versus cover 2, I like to run this play called smash corners. And what happens is the guys who are in clouds get pulled back and box and circle come open for a nice little check down. This is a good way to annoy your opponent who is sitting in cover 2. Okay, let me show you. Circle comes open too. He pulls back. We're just going to take the easy 5 yards. And let's say they run cover 2, but they put their guys in flats. We're going to be able to run smash corners. We'll see him jump down to the flat. Oh, I forgot to actually put him in a flat. Let me show you. So we're back to smash corners. We're in cover 2. And now we've got guys in hard flats. And that gives us spacing on the corner. Okay. Another way we're going to attack cover 2, and I've already hit the 5-minute mark, so let me get out of here, is with Y shallow cross. Here's the play art for this. Okay. I run Y shallow cross on a hash. And the reason I do that is because it's got this special little route on the right side. So if they're in any sort of drop and I don't get pressed out of cover 2, I can hit that sideline throw pretty easily if I step into it. So I'm going to protect the sticks. It's the same thing if they're in a zone drop out of cover 2. You're not going to get pressed. And I can step up and hit that down the sideline. Now, there are some adjustments that I'll make to this play. You've got that special route going to the pylon, which you don't see in many formations. If they're in some sort of soft squat, I like to make sure that gets canceled out by putting a guy in a flat. You can Texas your running back if you've got that option. And then we're going to put the slot receiver just on a slant, and I'll show you why. So let's say that they're running this stock and you notice your outside guy, he gets pressed. You can step up and you've got deep middle open. In that case, the practice squad got me, that's fine. Now, let's say they don't want to get beat deep, so they do what a lot of people do, which is put a deep blue out there. Now you've got your slant on the field to where as soon as you see that deep blue going back, you're just going to hit underneath. Okay? The goal is, if they're running a lot of deep blue, is to not worry about the deep ball. Just run smash corners or run the slant across the middle and make them start adjusting to your underneath stuff so that you can get that deep blue open. Okay, I'll show you one more time out of smash corner that I can get over the top. Well, in that case I didn't, but normally I can get over the top from that post route. I'll show you one more time, so you know I'm not a liar. There we go. Warner is playing that really well. Normally you get a little more spacing than that. You can also use PA deep outs to beat cover 2 deep over the middle. You're just throwing it 12 o'clock instead of the usual 3 o'clock versus cover 3. Okay, 8 minutes long. I got to figure out how to chop this down. Hope you enjoy.